Welcome to today's Selenium session. In today's session, we will see about how to write an relative XPath. So before we move to the relative XPath, we need to understand what is the difference between absolute XPath and the relative XPath. So absolute XPath is nothing but the XPath that we return in the hierarchy of the HTML tag. For example, the XPath looks like this: head, title, slash, body. This is the hierarchy of the tag, right? So in order to find an element in a web page, we follow the hierarchy to identify that element. That is called an absolute XPath. So relative XPath is nothing but the XPath that we are going to return on our own to identify an element. So relative XPath is the most commonly used one in our script. So let's see more in detail about relative XPath in the Google sign up page. So I'm going to inspect the element present in the web page. So how to write an XPath for this text box? So as soon as I inspect the element, it got highlighted in the screen. So it got a list of attributes like type, name, ID, and spell check. So you can use any of the attributes to identify an XPath. So here I'm going to use name field to identify an XPath. So let's write the syntax to build an XPath. So the syntax of the XPath starts with double slash followed by an tag name or star. So if you sure about the tag name, you can use tag name. Here the tag name is input. Otherwise you can use star. Star is nothing but more than one it will list more than one combination. So I'm going to use star here, open square bracket, at the rate. In what attribute that we're going to find this element, we are going to use the attribute called name, right? So use name equal to open single quotes. What is the value of the name? Value of the name is first name. Copy paste this. Now copy the entire XPath and find here, Control F-V. You're able to see using this XPath I can able to find one combination, which means I can able to, there is only one combination exist in this web page. So obviously our Selenium script will able to identify this text box. So how to write this? Driver.find element by XPath open braces. This XPath should enclose within double quotes dot send keys of since this is a text box, I'm going to pass the string to type into the text box. I'm passing the value as visual. Similarly, let's write a text path for other text boxes. So let's write for the last text box. So here I'm going to choose ID as an XPath. You can use any of the attributes that we're going to that is present here. So I'm going to use ID here. So how to write an XPath for this? So the syntax is double slash. As I said earlier, followed by double slash. You can either use the tag name or star. So I'm going to use star. Open square bracket. Here I'm going to use ID. ID equal to, what is the value of the ID? The value of the ID is last name. Copy this, paste here. Let's find out whether this XPath exists here. Control F and V. Yes, I can able to find that text box as well. So I can able to see here. Similarly, I have written XPath for all other text boxes here. So let's run and see the result. Browser got launched, or the screen will get maximized. The values are getting entered. Okay, all these values are entered using the XPath which we have developed. So let me know if you have any questions.